So when they said New Zealand summer was gonna get hot, I honestly did not think they meant this hot. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sisley. I'm a registered holistic nutritionist and health and wellness blogger, and today we are going to be talking all about my New Year's resolutions, goals, intentions, etc, etc. And I'm going to be giving you some tips on how to set your own New Year's intentions. Let's do this. I want to start off this video by saying, although New Year's is an incredible time to set new intentions and goals for the year ahead, I think you can do this at any time of the year. And that's super, super important to remember. So just because you start a resolution, an intention, and a goal at the beginning of the year doesn't mean you can't start again or try something new or switch it up at any other time of the year. Guys, it is so hot out. So before we dive deep into the 2019 intentions, I want to take a minute to talk about my 2018 intentions. What worked and what didn't. So looking back on 2018, this was a seriously incredible and interesting year for me. A lot changed and I learned a lot about myself and my business and my relationships through the year of 2018. So I'm super grateful for everything that I went through, and I think it's really cool to take a look at the year and, you know, what really worked for me and what I could maybe learn from 2018. So before you go ahead and make your 2019 intentions, I encourage you to take a look at 2018. So what I've done in my handy little journal here is I've sectioned it off into work, personal, and relationships. So things that I'm really proud of, feel really positive about, and then also things that I could do better or work on. So for example, under work, I successfully helped clients achieve their nutrition goals and find a genuine interest in holistic health and healing. So that for me was really, really cool. And then right below, I talk about ways that I could improve that and ways that I can do better in 2019. For example, under my personal development, I wrote, I created a healthy relationship with exercise. And then underneath that, ways that I can do better in this area is I personally this year would love to become more flexible and more in tune with my body. So, you know, reflecting on something positive that happened this year and then ways that I can do better or take it to the next level for the next year. Now on to my 2019 intentions / goals / resolutions / honestly whatever you want to call it. So what I did for my 2019 intentions list is I broke it down just like I did in my 2018 reflections list. So I sectioned it off into 3 specific categories: personal development, relationship, and work / business. And this helps me categorize my intentions and just get a little bit more clear on what I want to achieve and what I want to work on this year. So I have 3 sections here, and then underneath what I'll do is I'll set an intention, and underneath it I'll get a little bit more specific. I have like many intentions that I've just kind of written on these pages here, just kind of getting my feelings on paper, but I wanted to share with you 5 of my 2019 intentions today that I think we can all benefit from, and hopefully you can draw inspiration from this as well. My first 2019 intention is pretty simple, and it is just to show more kindness. The world needs more love like never ever before, and I think there is no harm in always going that extra mile to show more kindness. A lot of the times we're thinking about how grateful we are for a person, or we just feel really happy to be around a certain person, but we don't always show them gratitude. So I think it's really important that we take it to the next level and just show a little bit of extra kindness or a little bit of extra love. So this past year in 2018, I dove really deep into self-care, self-reflection, and getting those building blocks centered so that I developed a really healthy relationship with myself and my being. And now I feel like in 2019, I am ready to take it to the next level, to show more kindness to others and to spread love as much as I possibly can. My second 2019 intention this year was inspired by when I did my big move to New Zealand. So as some of you may know, I have been working in a plastic-free whole food refillery store, where essentially their aim is to be zero waste and as much plastic free as they possibly can. And this has really inspired me and opened my eyes to how much plastic we were actually consuming. And I personally feel the responsibility now more than ever to be more conscious of my waste and plastic consumption. So this is a really, really important one that I think all of us should definitely take into consideration to be in our 2019 intentions list. So some examples of this are just being conscious and aware of how much plastic you're actually using. If this is on your intentions list, take this week to just look in your cupboard, look at your life, and notice where you are having too much waste, too much clutter, too much plastic in your life. Personally, for me, I saw so much plastic in my grocery consumption, and I realized with just one simple switch, I could switch to glass containers, I could buy things in bulk, I can buy spinach that's not wrapped in a bag, simple switches like that that I just didn't even clue into before. My third intention for 2019 was also inspired by my move to New Zealand, and that is to eat more seasonally. This past year was a really interesting and also challenging year for me when it came to diet and healing my body, and I struggled a lot with diet labels, different diets, and for me this year I really just want to focus on eating seasonally and eating locally, especially with the abundance of delicious local fruit and veg here in New Zealand. I feel exceptionally blessed. I think this is one that we can all definitely tap into, and just like eating with the seasons. So for me right now it is summer, so I'm going to be eating lots of locally grown fresh beautiful fruits and veggies, but for you back home it might be winter, so tuning into things that grow locally. So for example, in Canada, kale and root vegetables are super in season right now, so making lots of soups and stews are going to be amazing. So not only is that going to be beneficial for the planet and my body, but local seasonally grown fruits and vegetables are also less sprayed with pesticides. If something is growing in season, it will naturally grow because that's how nature intended it to be. So you're often gonna find food that is less sprayed and therefore better for your health. Eating seasonally also just makes sense. One statistic that really blew it out of the park for me was when we eat seasonal fruits, for example, take mango or pineapple or really tropical fruits, when we eat those fruits, our body naturally gets a signal from those foods to stop vitamin D production and intake because it thinks that it's summer and that you're living in a hot, sunny place, which often we are not. We're eating mangoes and pineapples in the winter in our smoothie, which unfortunately is going to be harmful to our health. So when focusing on locally grown seasonal fruits and veggies is going to be a natural way for your body to help regulate itself. My next tip is spending less time on my phone. This is going to be really hard, you guys, because I spend so much time on my phone when it comes to work, but I'll often find myself scrolling through Instagram and social media for no reason. Instead of making things complicated and totally unrealistic, I've decided I want to be more present when it comes to being with my friends and family. So instead of leaving my phone on the table when I'm out for coffee or when I'm visiting a friend, I'm going to make sure that I keep it in my bag before I enter the room, just so I can be fully present and keep my attention where it's meant to be, with the person that I'm with, not on my phone. My last major intention for 2019 is being open to change. This is terrifying for me, you guys. As a creature of habit, being open to change, it really scares me. But when we moved to New Zealand, this is one of my intentions for this year. This year is all about drawing inspiration, adventuring, exploring, and really just letting ourselves be free. Try and live a more minimalist, simplistic, and free-flowing lifestyle. So with that kind of lifestyle, naturally, I'm gonna wanna be a little bit more comfortable with change. So this is a huge intention for me this year that I'm really gonna have to work hard at. Change is terrifying, but it also is essential. Change is an opportunity for growth, self-discovery, and for finding your values. Without change, we are not going to get anywhere. Living a habitual lifestyle is really wonderful to a certain extent. I personally thrive off my habits and my routine, but I also need to remember that change is essential if I want to expand my mind and really figure out who I am as a person and what my values are. Being open to change isn't necessarily a very tangible 2019 intention, but I'm definitely going to try my best to keep an open mind in my day-to-day life. Remind myself to be conscious and present in the present moment as much as I possibly can. If you want more tips on how to set intentions for the new year, I have a whole blog post right here, I'll link it below, all about how to set intentions that will actually work and that are actually tangible. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you love this video and I hope you have a wonderful start to your 2019. Make sure to hit like and hit subscribe because it really supports my channel, and let me know in the comments below what kind of videos you want to see this year.